Food insecurity is a major threat in developing countries who are still struggling to fill their food basket. In order to curb this phenomenon, the international millers usually hold an annual conference that brings all the relevant stakeholders in the milling industry from across the world together in an effort to deliberate on how to improve food security in the world.
It's the 29th year of the conference under the auspices of the International Association of Operative Millers, Middle East and Africa District. As you said, we have about 600 delegates from over 50 countries representing the flour milling, the technical support services to our industry, seed processors and many exhibitors. And I think what you expect to see is some wonderful presentations and panel discussions talking about new innovations, new opportunities to improve the quality of grain storage, the quality of the flour we produce, and of course, very importantly, the cost at which we produce those flours, which net as we adopt those new technologies will be a benefit to the Kenyan consumer.
Despite President Uhuru Kenyatta signing the Finance Bill 2018 into law, the chair of Cereal Millers Association has assured the public that the effected taxes won't affect the price of flour.
After the budget, the milling industry was moved back into exempt. That means we could not claim the VATs that were going to come on us. But now, according to what we understand, with the signing off on Friday, we have been moved back to zero. So we will be able to claim back the VAT from the fuel. So it will not affect the flour prices as it stands at the moment. Maize milling, wheat milling.
He further added that the millers will incorporate new products such as millet and sorghum flour to reduce overdependence on maize flour.
As you're well aware, we don't have enough of any of them. So we need to actually increase our production in order to get there. So for the time being, I think it is important for us to create new product ranges that will actually accommodate that, because that's healthy living and healthy diets that are very critical for all of us Kenyans. I think we need to get there. It's a slow process. Probably it will take us another 5 years or 10 years for us to get there. But we will get there, hopefully. And those options are supposed to be there in the market anyway. As millers, I think we're all there, and we would like to throw those product ranges into the market whenever the produce are actually there. So we're actually looking forward to it.
It obviously depends on...
According to Nick Hutchinso, Director Unga Holdings Limited, there are major problems that face wheat production in the country, key among them being increased demand, while harvests have stagnated, thereby forcing millers to supplement the shortage with imports.
We've discussed before, Kenya produces roughly 15 to 20% of the country's milling needs, and the rest of it is imported from different wheat-growing countries around the world. And yes, in a year like this, where we expect harvest to be lower, crop quality to be lower as well, we will supplement that import, that deficit with imports from other countries. Of course, it does also mean that we will be out there buying Kenyan wheat because there'll be less of it. There is an agreement where we have to buy Kenyan wheat. So we will be there to buy it, and we just hope that next year's crop is better. Gives me pleasure to...
We hope that the upcoming Millers Conference and Expo will create avenues for knowledge exchange in agriculture, trade and industry sectors that will eventually boost the economic development of the country.